Good afternoon, and welcome to the Credit Union's annual membership meeting. I'm Wanda Parker, Chair of the Board, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to this evening's event. One housekeeping item before we begin our program. Would everyone please silence their cell phones? Thank you. We wish to acknowledge our host for the evening. The Credit Union thanks the Performing Arts Center, John Hardin High School, for helping us host this annual membership meeting. Fittingly, we start each Abound annualship meeting with an invocation. Please welcome to the podium one of your Director Emeritus, Howard Williams.
Thank you, Wanda. As I look out and even when we were in the cafeteria area and look at some familiar faces over the years, and it just dawned on me as we as members of Abound Credit Union, we are a family. So this ought to be called our 75th family reunion. But it's good to have you. I'd like to just take a moment to think about folks, some of our fellow members that are no longer with us. And they were members like you and I, and they did their mission that coincides with our mission statement, people helping people. And so we just don't do this and become a member for ourselves. We take care of our communities where we are have membership. And so just take a moment to think about those that were past members and who have gone before us. Heavenly Father, first of all, we thank you for another great day. We thank you for this opportunity for us to gather together for this 75th anniversary. Lord, we just thank you for allowing the people who are volunteers that run for the board of directors. We thank you for the staff and how the senior staff gets the right faces in the spaces, because we have again had another great year, and we just thank you for giving us the wisdom and giving us the knowledge to take care of our great organization as Abound Federal Credit Union. So, Lord, we just thank you. Thank you for the meeting tonight. And, Lord, we appreciate everyone that's here. And, Lord, we just thank you for all that you do. Thank you for our military men and women wherever they serve, especially those that are serving in harm's way. We thank you for their families who wait for many that are deployed to return home. We also want to uplift and thank you for the civil servants that support our military around the globe. These things we ask in your precious name, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you, Howard. Next, please stand for the posting of our nation's colors by the John Hardin High School Army Junior ROTC Color Guard under the command of retired Colonel Michael Stewart, U.S. Army. And now remain standing and join me in our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. As I mentioned, I'm the chair of the board of directors, and it is my pleasure to introduce you to other members of the board, associate board members, board committee members, president, CEO, and executive vice president who represents your interest in Abound Credit Union. Please hold your applause until everyone has been recognized. Starting to my immediate right, first is our vice chairman of the board, George Pennington, board treasurer, Bob Roush, board secretary, Joe Exler, board member Henry Wheatley, Marvin Hogg, Dick Artisan, Kathy Croner, and Tim Goblish. Continuing the introduction of the head table, to my immediate left, President and Chief Executive Officer Ray Springsteen, Executive Vice President Shelley Mitchell, Director Emeritus Howard Williams, Director Emeritus Rosemary Deaton, Associate Board Members Mary Jo King, Charlene Easter, Stephanie Bowman, Mike Biggs, Chairman Supervisory Committee Kevin Graves, Vice Chair Nominating Committee Becky Yates. Supervisory Committee members in the audience are Tara Udi, Jessica Castanier, and Darren Hargrove. We would also like to recognize Director Emeritus Reba Watson, who is unable to attend tonight's meeting. Please join me in a round of applause for the leaders of your Abound Credit Union. All the members of the Board of Directors, Associate Board members, and Supervisory Committee and Nominating Committee are volunteers serving as your representatives to direct and guide the credit union in the best interest of our 120,000 plus members. They give so unselfishly of their time and of their talents. If you would be interested in serving as a volunteer, either as a board member, associate board member, or as a member of the supervisory committee, please watch for future editions of our quarterly newsletter, The Cornerstone, for information on how to apply for these positions. You may also want to visit our website or feel free to reach out to any of our volunteers. They would be more than happy to talk to you. For our first order of business, we would like to recognize 4 of our volunteers for their volunteer service. Please welcome Vice Chairman George Pennington to present these service awards.
Thank you, Chair Parker. As you said, all of our board and committee members are volunteers. They're not from Tennessee, not that kind of volunteer, no. These service awards are our way of saying thank you for the devotion each volunteer exhibits through their individual service. On behalf of the members of Abound Credit Union, I would like to recognize Board Secretary Joe Exler for 35 years of volunteer service. She started when she was 7, okay? She's 42 now. We'd like to recognize Board Chair Wanda Parker for 15 years of volunteer service. And Board Member Tim Goblish for 15 years of volunteer service. And Associate Board Member Stephanie Bowman for 5 years of volunteer service. Turn the page, George. We sincerely thank each of you for your leadership and dedicated service to Abound. All right, Chair Parker.
Thank you, George. For our next order of business, I observe that a quorum of the membership is present, and therefore I open this annual membership meeting for business. We will now have the reading of the minutes of the 2024 annual membership meeting by Board Secretary Joe Exler.
Madam Chair, I move we waive with the reading of the minutes.
Do I have a second? Okay. It has been moved and seconded to waive the readings of the minutes. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Next on our agenda is the treasurer's report. I know each member is very interested in the credit union's financial condition. Please welcome your board treasurer, Bob Roush.
Thank you much. Unfortunately, we don't get to pass on this one, so it'll be some good information. Since our founding in 1950, your credit union mission has been clear: to improve the financial lives of credit union members. For 75 years, the credit union has committed to making more possible for hardworking Kentuckians. We do this primarily by offering money-saving loans and other affordable products and services to members, along with free financial resources to all. Abound Federal Credit Union is ranked among the safest and soundest in the United States with a 5-star Bauer financial rating and a top 100 S&P Global rating from over 4,500 other credit unions in the United States. This is really like being in the top 2% of all credit unions nationwide. As of the end of December last year, Abound Credit Union increased assets to $2.4 billion, and with a net worth of over 16%, which is among the highest in the nation and is an important measure of Abound's financial strength. Abound's safety and soundness is grounded in conservative approach to business, keeping risk to nearly non-existent, unlike banks and other financial organizations who do in fact engage in risky business. Importantly, Abound's ongoing financial strength enables it to benefit fellow member owners through expanded access to essential and affordable financial services. All owner members of Abound can remain confident that the board of directors, executive management, and staff will continue to keep the credit union financially strong and secure, no matter what the local, national, or global economic conditions are. Abound is prepared to meet each and every one of them. Thank you for allowing me to submit this report. I'd like to introduce you now to Kevin Graves, who is the chairman of our supervisory committee, who will present his committee's report. Thank you.
Good afternoon. In accordance with credit union bylaws, the supervisory committee is responsible for ensuring the organization has policies, procedures, and plans to adequately safeguard credit union assets. The committee also has the responsibility to oversee an annual audit, the results of which are submitted to the board of directors and the general membership. The supervisory committee engaged the CPA firm of Crowe LLP to perform an audit of the financial statements, and the firm's unqualified opinion is represented in the annual report that is available to the general membership upon request. As the chairman of the supervisory committee, I am pleased to report that Abound Credit Union is eminently sound. Going forward, the board of directors has a balanced growth plan with reserves for the future that will keep the credit union stable and viable. I would like to thank my committee members for their diligence in performing their respective duties during 2024, and we look forward to continued success. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin, for that report. Next on the agenda is old business. Does anyone have any old business to bring before the membership? If there is no old business, then let's proceed with new business. We have 2 agenda items for new business. First, the membership will hear the report of the nominating committee. And second, any action on the committee's recommendations. At this time, please welcome Becky Yates, Vice Chair of the Nominating Committee.
Thank you, Chair Parker. The 2024 nominating committee members were Pamela Featherstone, Dick Artisan, and myself. At a meeting on September 6, 2024, at the main office of Abound Credit Union, the committee reviewed submitted nominations for the 3 vacancies on the Board of Directors. Nominated for the Board of Directors were Mike Biggs, Stephanie Bowman, Charlene Easter, Richard Rick Embry, Joe Exler, Mary Jo King, Lucy Oldham, George Pennington, and Bob Roush. The vacancies for the Board of Directors were announced in the July 2024 edition of the Cornerstone with a nomination application deadline of August 15, 2024. Applicants from the nominees listed were received within the submission period. The names of the nominees for the Board of Directors appeared in the October 2024 Cornerstone. Official ballots were sent electronically or by mail on or about January 15, 2025, with a reply deadline of March 1, 2025. All electronic and paper ballots were returned to the independent election teller who tallied the results and reported those results to the Board of Directors and executive staff. That concludes the committee's report. Now, Board Chair Wanda Parker will present the results of the selection process. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky. I'm pleased to announce the results of the elections for your Board of Directors. You have heard the report of the nominating committee, and the credit union's bylaws do not allow nominations from the floor. I will now report the results of the election as provided by the independent teller. Elected were Joe Exler, George Pennington, and Bob Roush, each for a 3-year term. Would you please stand? Next is the chair's report, which I am proud to present. As we look back over the past year, I am pleased to report that your credit union remains in excellent condition. In 2024, Abound dispersed nearly $750 million in loans to its members. More and more people are finding value in the credit union movement, and our membership continues to expand. We are more than 120,000 members strong and growing, with members in Kentucky and around the world. We've come a long way since the 10 charter members founded the credit union by pooling a collective $1,000 in 1950. With your help, we are improving the financial well-being of even more of our fellow Kentuckians, and delivering on our promise of people helping people. In addition to serving on the Board of Directors, each of us is also a member of the credit union. So we know firsthand the value Abound offers to help individuals and families save money and manage their financials every day. As your representatives on the Board of Directors, it is our responsibility to ensure that the overall management of your credit union benefits the best interest of the entire membership. Again, it is my pleasure to confirm another successful year. The health of your credit union, the security of your deposits, and the servicing of your loans are all excellent. Beyond our financial strength, Abound's true value can be seen in how we are improving individual members' financial lives and positively impacting our communities. We're different than other financial institutions. In 2024, your not-for-profit cooperative provided more than $39.8 million in direct financial benefits to members. This included saving more than $1.72 million in fees and saving over $18.95 million in interest on loans. For many Kentuckians, these savings are life-changing. In addition to money-saving benefits our members experience, Abound demonstrates our commitment to improving lives through financial education programs. Our efforts to empower Kentuckians have significantly expanded over the past year and include students from elementary school to college, military families, veterans, and adults of all ages. We believe that financial education is the best way to move Kentucky forward. Abound provided financial education to 22,000 people in 2024. We've grown our commitment at Western Kentucky University, Elizabethtown Community and Technical College, and on post at Fort Knox. We continue to strengthen our partnerships, plus outreach to employer groups such as Baptist Health Hardin, Hardin County Schools, and hundreds of other organizations. We're also proud to support the military, which is a commitment that is at our very core. In 2024, Abound sponsored on-post activities and hosted events like Veterans 2 Entrepreneurs and an annual workshop that provides mission-critical information to help veterans build and grow small businesses. Our commitment to support military families is the driving force behind Abound's ongoing partnership with USA Cares and their mission to assist military families and veterans in crisis, helping them create a foundation for long-term stability, donating over $600,000 over the last 9 years. Your volunteer board and your professional staff are deeply committed to delivering affordable financial services and providing the financial education needed to improve your well-being. Your credit union was founded on principles of taking care of each other and supporting our local communities, a belief that runs deep in our Kentucky roots. We're fortunate to have experienced and dedicated leaders continue to move our credit union forward. We're confident that our financial strength and devoted team will allow Abound to continue evolving to better serve you and your families for many years to come. The board is proud of the long-term positive impact the credit union has on community, financial education, and members. In closing, I'd like to thank Ray and his 375-person team for their hard work, dedication, and continued commitment to providing the affordable financial services our communities depend on. I'd also like to thank you. As a member owner, you are the reason Abound exists. Improving your financial well-being so you can make more possible is our focus and our mission. Lastly, I'd like to remind you to let your family, friends, and coworkers know the value of Abound membership. You'll be doing them a favor that could possibly save them thousands of dollars and strengthening our community at the same time. When we work together, possibilities abound. That is the credit union difference. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce our president and CEO, Ray Springsteen.
So I think we need a little more applause than that. Right? 75 years. 75 years. We're started out as $1,000. Now we're $2.4 billion. It was founded 10 miles from where we're standing. How many Hardin County entities have had that type of success? One more round of applause. That's big. That is big. And I think it takes all of us. Right? It takes all of us. I walk around the cafeteria. I'm talking with people who've been coming to this annual meeting for years, in some cases decades. Right? It takes members, the board, team members, the community to have that kind of success. And I think about the board here. Right? As we said, 75 years. We have some individuals here that have been part of this board for 2/3 of the credit union's existence. All right, we'll do the math on that one, right? We're approaching 50 years. That is pretty incredible, right? How many of you have that level of commitment for one organization? That's what we have with this board here. That passion for what we're doing, right? The care for the organization. And I think the ability to stay relevant. The organization looked very different back in the 1970s. And to be able to ask those types of questions that our board members are is pretty incredible. The board does a great job setting the mission, right? Setting the strategy. But as Wanda said, you need that 375-person team to implement on it. And I think a couple of things about our 375-person team, the talent that we have here, that passion to have that impact on members' lives. And just a couple of examples. Bob talked a little bit about the financial impact. But every month, this team of 375 is putting another 70 million in loans back out to the community. 70 million in loans. And it's the stories around that, right? The 70 million in loans, that doesn't mean like $10 million commercial loans. That's not what it means. It means $30,000 auto loans. It's a $10,000 signature loan. It comes in small chunks, right? And that's the difference, right? And when you think about the impact there, I have a good time just telling some stories, right? In Shepherdsville, we opened a new branch in Shepherdsville a few months ago. Member walks in, talks with Teresa and her team in Shepherdsville. They had a 22% auto loan from someplace else, I don't know where, right? Comes in, Teresa, and most importantly, they're not coming in because of the 22%. They're walking in for some other reason. Then Teresa or someone else on the team is just asking a question, right? Where's your auto loan? Turns out, they're someplace else, right? And they're refinancing that down, in that case, 22.4% to 7%, right? $160 a month that they're saving, taking 12 months off the term just by Teresa and her team asking questions. What's kind of neat is, hey, even local banks are getting into the action right now, right? I'm not going to tell you the name of the local bank, but I did want to thank this local bank, and I'll tell you why. All right? They're in Elizabethtown. For this local bank, they had a customer walk in to the bank. Customer wanted to get an auto loan from the bank. Bank said, yeah, we'll give you an auto loan, right? Customer said, yeah, okay, auto loan, but I don't want the rate this high. And the bank said, no, we don't do rates low here. Bank, if you want a low rate, go to Abound Credit Union. They directed that customer to Abound Credit Union. That's right. And Michelle and her team at the Dixie branch right across the street from the hospital, they turned that customer into a member. Right? And that's why you see now that in 2024, 1/5 of all auto loans done in Hardin County, so 20% of auto loans done in Hardin County went through Abound Credit Union. It's pretty smart of Hardin County residents, right? But it's not only Hardin, it's Meade, it's Taylor, it's LaRue. It's the reason why the credit union is the 6th largest auto lender in the state right now. We're also among the largest in real estate lending as well, and just have an incredible team doing work there. And we're going to talk a little bit more about affordable housing and some of the work we're doing there in just a little bit. So I know we're getting some round of applause, but we have a great team here, 375. We got to give them a round of applause. Many are here today. Thank you so much. And to have the success that the credit union has had, as long as we've had it, it takes generations of team members, generations. Right? Bob had mentioned the 5-star Bauer rating, right? If Bob was doing this report back in 1995, it would have been a 5-star Bauer rating, right? I mean, it is decades of safety and soundness, decades of sustainable, smart growth. And it's beyond some of the team members here. So we have team members who either are retired, they left the organization. Thank them for their work. So some of you know Bill Rissell. Bill wasn't able to come up here. He's definitely going to be watching me on that video. Okay, so we have that will post tomorrow on the website. So Bill was the CEO of the credit union for over 20 years here. A big part of the success, and certainly many other team members and their role at the credit union over their decades of work is what got us here. So let's give generations of team members and thank them for their work. It takes a community. Right? I was lucky enough to move to Kentucky back in 2009. Right? 16 years. It's actually, I've lived mostly in other cities. I don't think, when I was living outside of New York and DC, I don't think I would have thought I would have lived in Kentucky for 16 years. Right? It's a great place to live. We have an incredible community. And we want to talk about all the work that we do with other community organizations. I have a letter from the garrison commander, from Colonel Ritchie. I'm just read a couple of sentences that he wrote in March 2025 about Abound Credit Union. What he said was, over the years, Abound Credit Union has demonstrated unwavering commitment through actions that have significantly enhanced the financial well-being of the Fort Knox community. Their efforts have earned the trust and confidence of the military community and have solidified their reputation as a pillar of support and progress. It says a lot what this credit union is doing for the military, and from Colonel Ritchie. We have a short video that we wanted to play, and so if we go ahead and turn that on, just to show a little bit of the history of Abound Credit Union. So go ahead and play that.
For 75 years, the mission has been the same. People helping people. Abound Credit Union was born from the heart of Fort Knox. We were built to serve those who serve, to create financial security, and to stand by you, our members, through every step of your journey. What started as a simple vision has grown into something greater, a trusted financial partner for generations. Over the decades, we've evolved, always keeping our focus on doing what's best for our members. From opening our first branch to offering digital banking that fits in the palm of your hand, we've embraced change without losing sight of what matters most. You. We've been with you for some of life's biggest moments, starting your first job, buying your first car, saving for your dream wedding, helping you buy your first home, the birth of your first child, saving for the trip of a lifetime, and celebrating a well-earned retirement. Through every milestone, Abound has walked beside you. We believe that financial freedom isn't just an idea, it's a way of life. Over the decades, we've returned millions of dollars to our Abound family through lower fees, better rates, and financial empowerment programs. But what makes us truly proud isn't just the dollars, it's the stories.
Abound was right beside me on the journey to becoming a homeowner. I never thought it was possible. Abound knew it was.
They were there for me during my toughest financial struggles, guiding me through rebuilding my credit. I've always wanted more for my kids and grandkids than I ever had. Opening a savings account at Abound gave me the reassurance that I was leaving a powerful legacy.
When my mom passed away, I had to help my dad get back on his feet. Abound was there through the good days and the bad, giving me the helping hand I needed to get all of his financials straightened out.
With each year, our commitment grows stronger. We believe in doing the right thing, not just for today, but for the future. That's why we'll always be looking for new ways to give back, invest in our communities, fund education, and empower the next generation. Our history is rich, rooted in military tradition and community service, and together, we have grown, branched out, and adapted alongside you. We are more than a credit union. We are a movement, a promise, a lifelong partner. As the world changes, we remain steadfast, anchored by our past, focused on the future. Because at Abound, we don't just serve you, our faithful members. We stand with you. We grow with you. We celebrate with you. As we celebrate 75 years, we remain anchored by our past and focused on building a brighter future together. Abound isn't just a credit union. It's a community, a family, a beacon of hope and possibility. And we're just getting started.
Now, I love the credit union's history, right? It's such a neat story about where we started, the fact we're right here and doing some amazing things for the community. And it took all of us to get here, right? Members, board, our team members, and the community. But I love what we're doing in the future. And I'm excited that we get to talk about it right now. So let's give Wanda a big round of applause, come up, talk about some of the incredible things we're doing for the future.
Ray, thank you for your leadership of the credit union over the last 11 years. I am so proud that you and your credit union team continue to ensure our members enjoy the value of membership. I look forward to many more years of your work at Abound. Is there any new business for us to consider? Okay, hearing none, I will hereby declare the annual membership meeting adjourned. Yes, sir.
New business. Most banks deal with a program called Zella that allows people to transfer money to and from them. I have relatives that are members of other credit unions that I try to transfer money to, but there's no program to tie the credit unions together. And they're all, both of them are federal credit unions. Is there anything in process or progress to make that happen?
Yes, there is. Oh, thanks for asking. What we're talking about is a product called Zelle, right? That's what, and the person-to-person payments. So one of the things that we are working on is we will change our core processing system, so our computer system, over the next 12 months. That'll start in June. Shelley Mitchell, our executive vice president, leading that product. The end of that, and we will be going live at this point next year in June 2026, that will include some changes there. And so we have, if you want to find me after, we have some ways to do some of what you're talking through now. And so I would certainly be willing to talk with you, and we can have that conversation just after this meeting, or you can find anyone in a purple shirt. We can talk that through. I appreciate the question, though. Thank you. That's the first question I've gotten in 11 years in doing this. So thank you for asking the question.
Okay, now, we have some exciting things to discuss. In celebration of Abound's 75th anniversary, we have an exciting announcement. The credit union has been an integral part of your community, giving back, and making more possible. Today, we double down on those efforts and commit to giving back even more with the official launch of the Opportunities Abound Foundation. Aligned with everyday opportunities that Abound makes possible in our communities, the foundation was created as a 501c3 charity, which means contributions to help us improve our community they're tax deductible. The two key goals of the foundation are, number one, to increase home ownership by supporting affordable housing. And number two, to create more opportunities for education in our communities. For home ownership, the Opportunities Abound Foundation will offer a new affordable housing grant program. In commemoration of our 75th anniversary, Abound's Board of Directors has approved a $75,000 donation to the Opportunities Abound Foundation. This will provide small grants to home buyers in our communities, assisting with their down payments and closing costs. These grants will be available on a first-come, first-served basis with application acceptance opening soon. And now I want to bring Bob Roush to the podium to introduce scholarship winners and share some more exciting news about the Foundation's investment in education.
Looking to see if we had a Kodak moment. Guess not. Okay. Good to be with you again this afternoon. I'm the older son of Howard Roush, who served his country in the Army for 20 years and for the Abound, then Fort Knox Federal Credit Union, for another 20 years. He entered the Army at the start of World War II with an 8th grade education. He soon found out how important education was to progression in any profession in life. He got his GED and then became a real proponent of education for youth and young adults. To honor his leadership and commitment to the credit union movement and Abound, the Howard Roush Scholarship was created to support the educational aspirations of young credit union members. This scholarship program has helped hundreds of students to achieve their dreams over 40 years, and we're not done yet. Offering this scholarship to graduating high school seniors pursuing ongoing education is one more way Abound supports the leaders of tomorrow to achieve personal financial success and positively impact on our communities in the future. This year, 78 inspiring young students submitted scholarship applications, including essays and videos, reflecting upon financial independence. These students are incredible. They are involved in their communities, have exceptional ACT scores, and many obtained a perfect 4.0 grade point average. This made selecting scholarship winners unbelievably difficult. It's clear that every applicant has a promising future, and we can't wait to see the impact they will make in the world. Ultimately, we needed to select the top 10. At this time, I would like to invite Chair Parker and our President and CEO, Ray Springsteen, to join me on stage. I am honored to announce the scholarship winners who are with us here tonight. Each recipient is being awarded a scholarship for $2,500. We're interested in their futures, rewarding them for their efforts, and aspiring to reduce their financial burden so that they can begin their adult lives on a firmer financial footing. Jayla Allen. Jayla is graduating from North Hardin High School and will attend the University of Louisville and major in exercise physiology. Next, Jolie Costello. Jolie is graduating from Bowling Green High School and will attend Western Kentucky University with a major in finance. Next, Emily Dietrich. Emily is graduating from LaRue County High School and will attend Western Kentucky University to major in biology with a pre-physical therapy concentration. Max Lee. Max is graduating from Glasgow High School and will attend Georgetown College and major in finance and accounting. Next, Clara Madison. Clara is graduating from Hart County High School and will attend the University of Tennessee at Knoxville with a major in architecture. Emerson McNeely. Emerson is graduating from Central Hardin High School and will attend the University of Louisville and major in engineering. Adriana Perez. Adriana is graduating from Meade County High School and will attend Vanderbilt University with a major in political science. Aaron Walker. Aaron is graduating from Louisville Male High School and will attend the University of Louisville with a major in computer science and engineering. Additionally, I'd like to announce two other people that are not with us here this evening that will also receive $2,500 each. Riley Sprouse from Taylor County High School. She's going to attend Campbellsville University with a major in orthodontics. And Isabella Yates, who is graduating from Elizabethtown High School, will attend the University of Louisville and major in nursing. This time, I'd like to invite all the awardees that are with us here this evening to come on center stage, take a few Kodak moments. Outstanding. We're going to keep you here in front just for a little bit longer. As you heard from Chair Parker, the Opportunities Abound Foundation recognizes the importance of education. The foundation is going to start increasing its educational investment right now and plans to continue to do so in the future. For all the scholarship winners that are with us here this evening, there's a sticker on the front of your certificate. Don't do anything with it just yet. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to do on the count of three, we're going to remove that sticker. I'd like to get all the audience involved in that. Do we need to practice, or can I just say 1, 2, 3 and we can do it? All right. I think we can do it. I don't think we need practice. So, with that being said, I'd like everybody to announce 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
That sticker.
Whoa. Well, I heard that right away. It's renewable. Woo. Well, that's the biggie. Underneath the stickers, it says the foundation is turning your one-time $2,500 scholarship into a renewable $2,000 500 scholarship for 3 additional academic years. In sum, this means that every scholarship recipient this year could receive up to $10,000 each to continue their studies. Again, this increase is made possible with the start of our Opportunities Abound Foundation, announced by Board Chair just a few minutes ago. We value the importance of long-term planning and budgeting and are providing these deserving students with our promise of a partnership committed to their financial success as they continue their studies. Families of these students, we know you have questions. Details are included on the back of their certificates. Thank you, families of these incredible students. You helped them achieve so very much. Well, why not? My script says that I'm supposed to now seek another round of applause, so let's do it one more time. Last year I lost some cards, so this year they made a nice little ring of cards. I wouldn't screw it up, so thanks a lot.
He did a good job, didn't he? Yay, Bob! Woo! All right, guys, I know that everybody's anxiously awaiting the drawing. Now, what's going to happen here is to show our appreciation. We call it for the faithful. You all are the faithful members, okay, that show up. We're going to have some door prizes. Now, but I will quantify it by saying that Abound volunteers, the staff, the vendors, and their spouses, we are not eligible to win. So this is clearly for you guys in the audience. Now, our door prizes this year will be cold, hard cash. Woo! Yeah. So a total of $3,750 to be exact. We're going to give away $5 $250 and $500. So I'm going to assume that you all are really going to listen to every number that I call. So you're going to see if you are going to be our prize winner. So now, once we do this, the winners, you all can claim your prizes under the staircase in the commons area where we had our meal. And right after the meeting, if you can present your winning ticket to Kathy or Mike. So look for the guys with the purple shirts, and I'm sure they'll be able to give you some cold, hard cash. So with that said, everybody got your ticket out? Got your tickets ready? All right, first one. First one's for $250. Are you ready? Blue ticket. Does everybody have blue tickets? So that's not going to make a difference. Blue ticket. 03 56 16. Woo! Way to go. All right. That's our first 250. Second 250. Yeah. Do I need to assist you there, Mr. Michael? One more, John. Okay. Blue ticket again. It's a miracle. You ready? 03 55 53. 3. Woo! Way to go. All right. We're on number 3 for $250 of cold, hard cash. I knew you guys would really listen to me because everybody has to pay attention to this. You may have slept through some of that, but you're not sleeping through me, I can tell you. Blue ticket. You ready? 03 56 3 0. All right, we're on number 4, right? Number 4 for $250. Cold, hard cash. You ready? Blue ticket. It's a miracle. Ready? 03 57 4 8. Oh, come on. Surely we're not sleeping at the wheel. I'm going to say it again.
All right, I'll keep that for myself.
Yep. 03 57 4 8. Oh, it's going to be the most expensive bathroom break they've ever taken, you know. All right, doing it again. Number 4. Blue ticket. Here we go. You ready? Everybody paying attention? 03 57 1 9. Where are we at? Oh, good job, good job. All right. Number 5 for $250. All right, guys, you ready? Getting ready. Oh, blue ticket. I know, gold hard cash. And it starts with 03. What do you expect? Okay, you ready? 03 57 5 1. Woohoo! Way to go! Right there. All right, that's all the 250s, right? Okay, now we're getting serious. This is for the 500. Woo! Shake it up real good, huh? Oh, blue ticket. 03 57 2 0. Where? Back up there again. All right, way to go. Y'all going home rich, right? Woo! All right, 500. Number 2. Blue ticket. 03 56 9 1. I like that kind of reaction. All right, we're on number 3, right? All right, this is the 3rd one. I like that reaction. That was awesome. Thank you. All right. Number 3 for 500, cold hard cash, blue ticket. You all know the drill. Are you ready? 03 5 3 5. Woo-hoo! This is number 4, right? Number 4, you got 2 more chances, 2 more chances. Yep. Here we go. Number 4. $500, cold hard cash, blue ticket. 03 55 8 9. Five, 8, 9. No 5, 8, 9. No 5. Oh, again. Okay. Going once. I'm going to repeat it one more time. 03 55 8 9. Going once. Going twice. Bring me out another one. Number 4. Remember. Cold hard cash. Blue ticket. Ready? 03
5, 2. Woo, Gene! Woo! All right, this is your last chance. Everybody stand up. This is the grand finale. Everybody's got to stand. And then you get to sit down when your number is no longer available. How's that? All right, you ready? Ready? Grand finale. 500, blue ticket. 500, cold hard cash. You ready? When your number is no longer viable, have a seat. You ready? 0, 3, 5, 5. Oh, there they go. 2. Are you ready for the last one? 6.
Bingo.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Wanda, do you want any parting words? No? Go for it. Oh, we're good. See you next year. How's that? Thanks for showing